Hi everyone, it's Louisa. I'm your law of attraction coach, and I'm here to talk about my specific person and what I just went through. I just finished recording another video talking about my IVF and businesses and everything like that, but that was like a 20-something minute video, so I had to make this something totally different. Anyway, if you're here and you've been liking my content so far that you've seen on my page, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button so we can get my content out there and that can help a lot of people. So now when it comes to my SP, I went the last 5 years heartbroken over someone that promised me a lot and unfortunately didn't give it to me. Said things in the beginning and then changed their story. So I let their story control my thoughts and everything like that. So instead of focusing on the good and focusing on living in the end and everything like that, I just let the negative, saying that things changed. It's the life, I can't have this life. There's other things in my life I have to deal with, and this and that. So I let that play so much in my head that it just basically beat me down. So I was like, I don't want to be in love anymore. I don't ever want to date someone again. I'm done. Like, who the hell wants to go through this shit every few years? Like, I feel like sometimes karma's kicking me in the ass because I had a few good people in the past. When I was in my early teens, I had one person that was great, and then in my 20s I had another person that was great versus the other shit. A lot of them were shit, so I'm not going to praise them, but honestly, two great people, okay? And I didn't appreciate them. So I feel like the last 3 relationships, because it's gonna be on the 3rd one that I actually care about, okay? The last 3 relationships are all karmic relationships, and I feel like I just got what I feel like I deserve. Like, when you treat people this way, you're gonna get now treated this way and get a taste of your own medicine. You have to learn. So hopefully this is the end of my karmic cycle, because I deserve love. I matured as a person, and I think I'm just really good. Literally the last 10 to 15 years of my life have been very good. So I don't understand why I'm still getting kicked in the ass for shit I did when I was 17. So anyway, so after that relationship, I didn't really want to be bothered. I was just heartbroken, and so I focused on my businesses, which I spoke about in my last video, and I focused on having my children. I went through the IVF process, did what I had to do, build a life, build my empire, build everything I want, because I know whatever I want, I get. I want it, I desire it, I get it. God gives it to me. He does. And I know in love he's gonna do the same thing, but I need to stop tripping myself up, because I do have a good self concept. I do believe that I am wonderful, I'm smart, I'm loved, I'm first chosen, and things like that. But I am just a human being. I'm living this human experience. And who knows what contract I signed up there before I decided to come back in the soul, that I get tripped up sometimes, and I let the 3D control some things. And now I'm gonna focus 110% to ignore the 3D and see where things go. Back in January this year of 2023, I get messaged by a friend, okay, that I never looked at, okay, never even looked at in the last 10, 15 years. I've known this person due to the fact it's ex to someone that I was close to, and next to somebody actually I was with years ago, the first person that I actually felt a lot for. And I was like, I'm not gonna I didn't think anything of it. We're just friends on Facebook. We talked here and there, but then I got asked, yo, I heard you were hanging out with so-and-so and you had your kids there, and they said that your kids were great, you had a nice time, and you want to get together, go for a little hike, and go get brunch and bring the kids. Let's grab the kids and get together. So it was totally random. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll go, because it's nice to make friends. I know this person. The person seems mad cool. Every time I saw this person at an event or an outing or anything that we did, they always came to the room. It's like, yo, I'm here. I'm the life of the party. What's going on? Everybody freaking knows this person, okay? And this person's freaking in my SP's borough. Literally, you can't even go outside for 2 seconds without somebody stopping them to say hi. Okay, my SP is one of 9, has mad siblings, always goes out, social butterfly, well freaking known, okay? So I'm like, yeah, I'll go. It's life of the party. Why not? I'll hang out with this person. Mad cool personality. Always liked being around this person when I was in their presence. So I was like, I'll go. We'll hang out. I get there. I'm in the parking lot, okay? I'm taking my kids out of the car, and I turn around. I see my daughter's running off to someone. I'm like, what the freak? Who are you running off to? I don't want to get kidnapped. And then it's my SP, okay? My person right here. First time meeting, ran to my SP's arms, got picked up. Hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. That already warmed my heart. Like, I was like, oh, it's nice. And at that exact moment, I wasn't even thinking anything, okay? So anyway, My SP's into photography, so brought the camera, was taking pictures of all the birds, the swans, the lake, the beautiful restaurant that's there, the little lake house that was there, and all these things. And we're hanging out, we're talking. Takes my son down the path onto the water, and they're taking pictures together, and he's like, oh, I see turtles, and they're talking. Like, the bonding was so cute, and I was like, oh, that's nice, you know. And obviously this SP knows I have kids, okay? So I'm figuring, okay, somebody knows I have kids. You reached out to me, we're hanging out. I don't know why I got this, but you know, my intuition was telling me the reason why I got this message had to be a little more, because like, why out of nowhere you just random, like, hey, I want to get together, you know? So, but I wasn't 100% sure. I can't be a cocky bitch and be like, the fucking person wants me, right? So anyway, we did the hike. It was so beautiful. Then we went for brunch, and the kids were well. They were in a good behavior. They were eating. They were quiet. Like, everything worked out. Everything was vibing. Everything was great. Time had to end. We left. This and that. Went home. Did my own thing. We didn't speak the whole week, and I wasn't gonna reach out because I didn't know. I said, okay, it's a hangout. We'll get together another fucking time, you know? So I'm out now. I'm with my friends. I'm in Long Island at the Coliseum, and I'm in the middle of a monster truck show with the kids. And I get text, hey, do you want to come with me to go see the seals? The tide is low, and I want to go to Mount Loretta. We're gonna go see the seals. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, I would love to go see the seals. So, but unfortunately I can't. I'm on my way to the Coliseum. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see the monster show. Can we do this next week? We set the date. Okay, can we do this next week? And I go, okay, so yeah, sure, we could definitely go next week. Oh, and before this, right before it ended, the first get together that we had, which I want to say, like, the whole time it was nice. The walk was nice. Everything was nice, and I saw how my SP was interacting with the kids, and I was so vibing it. Okay, and I was like. And the person to me is adorable. I always like blue eyes. Okay, this SP has blue eyes, and I get lost in freaking blue eyes. Okay, and that's why I wanted my daughter to have blue eyes. Okay, because I figured blue eyes is stunning, so I manifested that. And anyway, so my SP this day was cold because, like I said, it was in January. Came out in a short sleeve shirt and a little vest. And when we were doing the hike, my SP. Obviously wasn't feeling the cold because we were walking and moving. But then right before we went to have brunch, we stopped in a little playground area, and we were having the kids play. So we were pushing my daughter in the swing, and my SP's like freaking freezing. It's like so cold, and was like, oh, can you they unzippered the vest and they shoved their arms underneath the vest. I was like, can you zipper my vest up, because they're trying to keep it warm because they're freaking freezing. I don't even know why you're in that freaking tiny ass vest. So I felt terrible, and I went to my daughter's carriage, the stroller, and I pulled out a blanket, and I went to go put the blanket over my SP. And then when I went to go rub my SP's shoulders, I felt something. As soon as my SP looked at me in my eyes, I had to go look away. I was like, oh my God, why am I feeling something? Like, something just like triggered me in the spot. Like, I like this. Like, I can't fully explain it. It was just something I felt inside. So I'm like, I like this. And that's where something in me triggered a little bit. I had to look away. Didn't want to make deep eye contact and stuff like that, because one, I don't know where it would go with this person. It's an ex of mine, and the whole thing, like, I just couldn't fathom it. Like, I was like, I don't know. I just pushed it, let it go. We went to have brunch, blah blah blah. So, and then parted our ways. Okay, like I just said. So anyway, I get text a week later to go see the seals. So of course I was like, I was happy when I got the message. So I'm like, oh my God, I do like this person, because I was actually happy to get the message. So we went and we took a hike, went to walk, we went by the water and everything to go see the seals, but unfortunately they weren't there. Of all days, they weren't there. But still, I got a second time to go out with this person and to see, without the kids now, how it's gonna be, you know, me and the person, and how it's gonna go. And we talked about a lot of different things on the hike, different TV series that we like, and different shows, and our jobs and our ambitions and all this stuff. And another person that I feel like is on my level, family oriented, has a good job, knows what they want out of life. Just everything was flowing so nice, and I was really like enjoying the conversation. Then we went to go get something to eat at the diner, and then in the diner we were talking, and the conversation was just flowing, and I really honestly didn't want to leave the diner. And I feel my SP felt the same, but it got to the point where we're done eating. We can't just sit there forever. So my SP looked at me and was like, come on, let's go, you know, let's go, let's get out of here. And we got up, we left, and we started talking in the parking lot, and said goodbye. Some things were said, but nothing like really crazy, and you know, but from there I was like, I think something's gonna blossom. I felt it, you know. And yeah, so we started talking, we were connecting with each other, messaging each other here and there and everything like that. And we ended up going out another time, and I brought the kids at this point. This was after talking to each other, going along, just me and my SP a few times without the kids. And we ended up going out again with the kids because I was told, you know, let's get together, bring the kids, this and that, and we'll go get something to eat. So this was late at night, like not late, but for my kids at 7 o'clock, it's late. They were out all day, they were at school at that point, but I wanted to get together, so we went to go get something to eat after my SP got out of work. And unfortunately, the kids at this point, typical 2 and 4-year-olds, were doing annoying things. Kept touching the drinks, kept touching the sugar, knocked over the drinks, cleaning up chocolate milk, my 2-year-old throwing food on the floor. And I could see my SP like this, like, you know, like, oh my God, like, this is like nuts. I guess like now the wheels in my SP's head is like turning, like, okay, maybe I thought this was a good idea. I mean, obviously, because they reached out to me. It's not like I went and chased the person, okay? You came to me knowing I had 2 small children. So unfortunately, after this, my SP started acting weird, okay? But still showed me interest, okay? We after the diner, okay, we went to go leave. We put the kids in the car, and the SP is talking to me outside of the car, telling me that I had a great time. I love being around you. You're amazing. You're great. This, and that. And I'm like, of course, duh, fuck, what the hell? Of course I'm amazing and great. I'm a good catch, so you better be saying this shit, right? And kissing me and telling me that they have the same goals as me, and I said eventually I want to move to Florida and all this stuff, and I said how I have a house in Florida, blah 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 blah, and I'm getting told, yeah, that's something I want to do, that's something I want to do. So feeding me all these words, and then gets home and then says, okay, I was so cold outside in the parking lot talking to you, so now I'm under a warm blanket, but it was worth staying out in the cold, which was so sweet. But then the next day I was getting messaged a little less. 3-4 days passed, was getting messaged a little less. I wasn't getting all the cute emojis that I was getting. I wasn't getting everything that I was getting the whole like month that we were talking, and something was just off. I knew something was off. And then I get a random text, like weird, like, you know, I'm out doing certain things, I'll talk to you later. And then unfortunately I get the whole text that I can't do this, kids are not really what I wanted, blah blah blah, and I can't do this. So you made me invest my time, my energy into you, falling for you, actually liking you, thinking this is gonna go somewhere because I finally found someone that I vibed with and honestly enjoyed, and now you're gonna go break it off with me because I have 2 kids that you knew about, which pissed me the fuck off. I'm telling you right now, pissed me off. So anyway, we didn't talk for a few weeks, but in those few weeks, I was my heart was broken. I literally was like dead. Everybody around me knew like something was wrong. So during the separation, I went through a massive like little bit of a depression because I finally gave someone my heart after 5 years, and it made me feel alive and loved again, and left because of 2 beautiful, innocent little children who are gonna grow out of these annoying stages and stuff like that. So we didn't talk for a few weeks, and then we reconnected again. We started talking again on Messenger, and we started a relationship again from there. The 2 weeks that we weren't speaking, I was basically manifesting the relationship, saying my SP does care about me and loves me and realizes the kids are amazing, and just to get out of their fucking head, and the connection is sick between you and I, and you're gonna make things work, okay? They're 2 beautiful children. This is a gift from God. How could you not want it? Especially when you come from a freaking big Irish family. Like, what the fuck? So you have 100 million nieces and nephews, but apparently, from what I was told, they didn't do any of that stuff. So I'm sure her nieces and nephews are 1 or 2 years old, never threw fucking food or chocolate milk on the floor. Anyway, sorry. I'm being real. So anyway, so we started reconnecting again, because at that time I'm like envisioning, knowing that I'm loved and we're gonna get back together. But I still had like some doubts too, because even though you do have some doubts, if you do what you really do want, desire, and if it's something you declare and you do want it, God's gonna give it to you. It may take longer, or it comes to you, but if you don't put the effort and the work into it and keep feeding in a positive mindset to it, things could end up like freaking failing. So it did come back. We started talking to each other, and we started going out and dating, and the freaking passion and connection that we had before the split, fucking full force came back, okay? Full freaking force. But at this point now, because I wanted to grow the bond between me and my specific person, I wasn't bringing the kids around too much, because I don't want the kids to get attached, and I was afraid that, see, this is my fear now, okay? This is why we split again. I was afraid, instead of believing at the time, I was afraid that the kids are gonna get attached and the SP's gonna walk out and bounce on me again, because fucking did it to me already. When you have mad feelings for me, telling me that you adore me, I'm amazing, you never met someone like me, and then all of a sudden you just fucking bounce because your ass can't handle freaking chocolate milk being spilled, okay? So anyway, we got together, and the chemistry is just, it's fucking phenomenal, okay? If I tell you, we could just sit there on the couch, talk, cuddle, talk for hours, kissing just like consumed me, okay? Consumed me. Like, I just got lost in this person, and I was like, wow, like I'm so glad that I have you. And I was picturing, like, you know, that everything would eventually fall into place, that you love me so much, know that I'm so great, and the kids are amazing. Yes, they do annoying toddler shit, but they're gonna grow out of it. And I pictured that, and I was focusing on that, like, things are gonna change. So it started going a little better. I was bringing the kids by here and there, not as often as I wanted to, because again, I was trying to build a relationship, and then I wanted to make sure that my SP would stay around. I don't want the kids there all the time, and then I get told, you know what, yeah, this is not what I fucking want, right? So anyway, we got along, we stayed over a few times, we cooked dinner, we played, we watched movies. The kids are going over to my SP, crawling on top of my SP, giggling, laughing. They seemed like they were getting along. Then I saw a shift and a change, that my SP has an extra space in the house, an extra room that wasn't being used. And I'm getting told, you know what? I want to buy one of those day beds that has the bed up top and the one that you pull out from the bottom. Let's go pick one up. We're going to go get one, and I'll turn the extra bedroom into a bedroom for the kids. It's a space I have that's not being used. Just my cats are in there. So why not? And I was like, yay! Oh my God! My manifestations are literally coming to place. What I was picturing, what I was envisioning, what I was saying is coming to place. Change of tune right here. Change of tune. Giving my kids a fucking room. Oh my God. Can you believe it? Greatest thing ever. Greatest thing freaking ever. Got the bed. Talked about things. I get told, oh my God, what do we do? You know what? This space is too small. How about I sell my house and we get a bigger house? Mind blown. I'm like, yeah, things are going the way I want. Things are going the way I want. Things are going the way I want. Yeah, no. So as quick as things were hot and heavy, going great, okay, like I told you, like the intimacy between us was amazing. When the kids weren't involved, freaking excellent. Like, we went out in March, went out for dinner. We didn't even know who was around us. We were talking to each other so much. I was getting told about each and every brother and sister this person has. My brother is this, my sister is this, my niece and nephew is this. We're down to the 800th niece and nephew that my SP has, and what they did, how close the whole family is. By the time the story was done, my story's like, yeah, I got one brother, one nephew. Like, I my stories don't compare to this one's story. So by the time the story was done, and so that's it. That's me. That's my whole family, you know. So that date was beautiful. Then we decided to go to a bar to get a drink and stuff, and we parked the car. On the way to the bar, we're making out on the freaking street. In the bar, there's nobody else but us, freaking kissing, hanging out, getting drinks, having fun. I haven't felt that intensity in freaking years, and I loved it. And this was not something I wanted to get rid of. Like, I'm like, I fucking got this. I'm keeping it, because this is something I blocked out because I was so goal oriented and worried about work, worried about business, worried about my kids, that I need to be a little selfish and have something for myself. I'm keeping this fucking feeling. I'm not losing this feeling. So always kept like telling each other how much we care about each other. I got sent so many beautiful country love songs. I sent memes back and forth that had all these love quotes and everything like that. Just amazing, okay? And when we were together, we would like cuddle and conform so tight, like wrapping ourselves around each other that we kept saying, oh my God, we're each other's pretzels, you know, wrapping around like pretzels. Like the relationship was so freaking good. And we would text each other like little, like the background we had on Messenger had a little, instead of the smiley face or the thumbs up, it had a mushroom. So we would just send each other a mushroom when we were thinking about one another. And we got to the point saying, you know, I just want to be so close to you, so tight to you, like I just need to unzip you and crawl right in. That's how tight the relationship got. Like, it's so deep and beautiful. Hey, sorry, I'm back. I was getting a little emotional, so I had to cut the video. I'm only human. So the chemistry was so beautiful, and we never argued, we never fought. I was told that I've never ever felt this way for anyone before. This is the first time I feel like this, and I'm truly, madly, deeply in love with you. The greatest thing to ever hear from someone, okay? Like, can you just believe like how we are with each other? We're just even sitting here on the couch. Like, it's amazing, and we have just deep conversations. Like, everybody else is just superficial conversation. With you, I'm connecting so amazingly that I'm not going anywhere. Straight up, it's told numerous times that I'm always here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for you. So I fell so hard. It was nice to hear those things. It was nice to feel those things. It's just nice to feel loved. And I give myself like 110% when I'm in love with someone. Either if I don't love you, it's like whatever, I don't fucking care. Or if I love you, you freaking get all of it. And I put this person on such a high pedestal that I think that's where I fucked up, because nobody's supposed to be better than you. You're supposed to be treated the same way. Like, if I treat you a certain way, they're supposed to treat you a certain way. You're not supposed to give all, and then put them on a pedestal, which I started doing. Sort of did that from the beginning, but as more time got invested, I just kept sending gifts left and right. Big no, don't do that, okay? Sending gifts, running over there, taking care. My SP's big on golf, so kept doing some golf trips, which I don't care. I let him go because I'm not a jealous person. So you want to go hang out, go with all these people, go all these women, go have golf, because I know I'm beautiful, I know I'm smart, I got a lot going for me, and I'm not going to stress that you're going to be sleeping with some bitch or doing something, because one, that I'm going to be putting that in my reality, and two, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it with me either accepting that you're going away and you're going to cheat, or me being a pain in the ass saying, oh my God, you can't go, and I'm going to control the person, and they're going to cheat anyway. So I just, whatever. So anyway, run over there, go check on the cats twice a day. Just like I gave my all. I'm not saying this person didn't give me their all, but I feel like I put a little more effort, because I was juggling my businesses, my kids, and the relationship, and I was putting everything that I had into the relationship, and I feel like a little more could have been put in on my end. So that's when I was letting reality set in, because instead of focusing on Neville and sitting there living in the end and picturing where the relationship should be, picturing that we're happy together, picturing a scene that the family's together and the kids and my SP are hugging and kissing and it's best relationship ever, and then my SP spending weekends training my kid to become Tiger Woods instead of sitting there every weekend doing all the golf tournaments and stuff. So from January to like when we started going out, and then we split up a little in the end of February and get back together in March, once the summer hit, the relationship was amazing, but when the summer hit, things changed, and that's where it started going downhill. I got pushed out, really. Wasn't asked to have it come over with the kids as much, because the kids, wake up in the middle of the night, wake up early, and my SP was like, listen, I have work, I can't have the kids waking me up for work, you could sleep over on the weekends. But then the weekends came, you're fucking playing golf every weekend, you need to be up early for golf, because your first hole is freaking like at 8:30, and you need to freaking key off what freaking do with golf, okay? So you didn't have the kids stay over on the weekends. So I felt like we were being pushed out, because you work Monday through Friday, every Saturday and Sunday apparently you're doing golf. And when I bitched about the golf and I said, the golf has been getting more play, more action, whatever, more than me, I get told I'm sorry, you know, I signed up for all these tournaments and all these leagues and all this stuff like last year before we started getting together, but I promise you it's not gonna be like that next summer. So I'm like, okay, then that's good, okay. But I wasn't getting asked to stay by as much because obviously I can't leave my kids, and I'm not gonna sleep there, leave my kids at home and have like my mother or somebody else or a friend of mine or somebody take care of the kids. I wasn't doing that. So that's when the relationship started slipping, and every time we did hang out, the kids did the same stupid shit at the diner, like in the beginning. And so it started making my SP slowly drift away from me, which I felt, and it was killing me. And I was feeding into the 3D, and I was having negative thoughts, and all those negative thoughts came about, which made the relationship, you know, fall apart to where it is now. We went away together in the beginning of August, just me and my SP, and those 3 days were phenomenal and beautiful because it was just me and my SP. Like, nice romantic dinner, walking on the beach, the boardwalk, all this stuff. There's nothing wrong between me and my SP, I'm telling you right now, because I was even told, you and I are not broken, it's perfect, it's just, it's the kids. And keeps bringing up the fucking kids. So anyway, I was like, all right, well, I wanted to plan a trip now because I wanted to have my SP for a few days straight with the kids because I want them to bond, get together, since I got pushed out all summer because of work and because of golf and all this stuff that we didn't really spend time. And I felt like the kids and my SP were getting cheated out of time, because if they spent time together and got to know each other a lot more and hanging out, things like that, I felt like the bond would have grown. But because we just focused mainly on ourselves, I was doing the bond, trying to grow with me and my SP, it didn't happen too much with the kids. So anyway, we planned a trip, and my SP is like, oh, I'm excited about the trip, which I think was a little forced. I'm not 100% sure, because I know my SP knows that the trip was going to be what I said. This trip is going to make us or break us, which it fucking broke us, okay? We ended up going to Lancaster, and now I'm being told that Lancaster is never going back on my SP's list. They never want to go there again because it was a miserable time. They didn't enjoy it, and barely saw any Amish, and when we didn't see the Amish, dealing with the kids was a bit much, and it's not something that they want to deal with. Same bullshit. Went out to eat, kids loud, my son's talking or standing up, my daughter's throwing food on the floor, and then my SP just literally looked at me and was like, this isn't like our last trip, is it, right? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but they're gonna grow out of it. This is not a permanent thing. So I'm getting this look of like, oh, I don't even want to be bothered already, okay? So that, and then my daughter's not potty trained, so when I took her out of the bath, I put her on the floor because I was about to take her brother out, she ended up peeing on the floor, and my SP's like, seriously, just peeing on the floor? I'm like, dude, she's 2, you know? Like, it's not even big issues, it's just crazy things. So like the food being thrown on the floor, my kids not being fully potty trained, my daughter is has temper tantrums again. She's terrible too, but she's not like bad, but she's like, you know, typical 2-year-old having temper tantrums, crying, and it takes a while to settle down. She wants a bottle, and all this stuff like that. So it wasn't crazy things, but the 3 days spending with the kids, that they wake up in the middle of the night, wake up early, they have a lot of energy, jumping up and down from bed to bed, playing here, playing there. I saw there was a disconnect. Me and my SP didn't even really talk on that trip, which killed me, and I like broke down quite a few times. I'm a very emotional person. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and when I love, I love. And having that gap, or like that pull between us, pulling us the opposite direction, killed me, because I know that I found my person, and I know if my person puts their blocks down, this relationship will and can work, and I know that. But at this point, seeing the attitude, seeing how you were reacting and towards the children, made me put into my 3D the negative feelings, like, oh my god, this trip is horrible. This trip just made my SP realize it doesn't want to be with me, you know? Made me realize that this is not what I want. As much as I want Louisa, my life is not wanting to raise kids, and I fucking saw it. So what did I do? I just sat there and I cried, and I let the 3D freaking overpower me. Instead of me focusing on my self-concept, because I'm usually a cocky bitch and I know how great I am, this and that, and I'm sitting like, oh, this trip's gonna be amazing. My specific person here is gonna realize that they're just exaggerating, making a big deal, because this is not something bad. It's not like my kids are nasty, rude, curse you out, have behavioral problems like ADHD or other issues that's gonna drive you up the wall. They just have typical toddler stuff that they're dealing with. So instead of me focusing on that and focusing on living in the end and seeing us happy, I was focusing in the moment, and I brought everything into fruition. So I know I I create everything in my life, because everything in my life that I want, 99.9% of the stuff I want, I do get. But unfortunately, when it comes to relationships, sometimes when things are beat in my face, I let it take over me. Again, I'm only human. But we come back from the trip, same bullshit like the first time I got broken up with. Started pulling away, wasn't messaging me as much, wasn't talking to me as much, and I was trying to respect my SP, so I did give my SP space. And I was like, I'm giving you space, I just want to know what's going on. I'm getting told, oh, I appreciate that, and this and that. And I get called one day, and I was in Staten Island, and I was leaving a friend's house for dinner, and I get called, and I'm like, oh, I just got home, but, you know, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I need to talk to you. And I'm like, I'm on the island, literally like 5 minutes away, because I was heading back to Brooklyn. I'm like, I'm coming to you. So I went to the house, and that's where the worst shit ever happened, okay? I'm getting told, listen, I don't want this relationship anymore. I can't. I want nothing to do with the kids. This is really not what I want. I you know, I want to retire in a few years. I want to enjoy my life. Basically, probably just spend the days golfing. I don't know what the fuck you want to do, okay? I want to enjoy my life, this and that, and I don't want anything to do with the kids, and this relationship can't work. And I was like, yes, it can. You need to change your mind. The kids are great. You just didn't even give us a chance, this and that. And I literally got pushed out. Literally got pushed out. Fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. You understand? Like, my heart smashed. And then I was like, but you told me you're madly in love with me. You want to be with me. You have all this stuff. And then I'm getting told, I love you. I love you, you know. But it changed. But I wasn't 100% convinced if because the way my SP was reacting, because it was saying, you know, I love you, but, you know, it changed because it was like pulled back. It wasn't like it was coming out. Like, I don't think my SP wanted to say that, but I think my SP had to say that, because if my SP says, like, I'm still madly in love with you, but I don't want to deal with the kids, what I'm going to do? It's the kids come with you. Because at the same time, I was told, it's not like, you know, I could ask you to leave the kids. The kids deserve 2 parents to raise them. I can't ask you to just leave the kids and just come be with me. So I knew that I was getting pushed out when I'm still being loved and everything like that. So, you know, I was just upset. So when I was leaving, kissed passionately, and the biggest hug, like you wouldn't believe, like, didn't even want to let me go. So I'm like, obviously this person doesn't hate me. Like, just get out of your fucking head. Be an adult. You're an adult, like, okay, your age, you know. I understand not everybody is made to be a parent, but you brought me into this. You came after me knowing that I have kids, and you both our hearts got invested. Just be an adult. Make it work. Circumstances change. You're going to see how great these kids are going to be as they grow older, and you're going to have 2 loving children that's going to be there for you, okay? Grow the fuck up. Like, is it that important to go out and drink and go to pubs with your friends and then go golfing? I'm not taking that away from you. I let you do that the whole relationship. You're like, oh, I'm going to go get a drink with my friends. Oh, I'm going to go play golf. I let you do whatever you want. I don't control anybody, okay? Because I got my things too that I want to do. I want to work out. I want to go freaking run little 5Ks and 10Ks and all the shit that I'm doing, you know, Muddy Princess and all that stuff. I got my shit too that I want to do on the weekends. And I have my friends, and everybody's entitled to have their own life. But you don't pull me in. You don't pull in 2 little kids and I'll be like, oh yeah, I gotta let this shit go. And when I explain that part, I get told, which I understand, okay? I'm not painting my SP, because I absolutely love my SP and I'm still in love, and I would do anything to have this person back, okay? Because this person's gonna come back stronger and realize how amazing me and the kids are, okay? If I choose to sit there and manifest, because I manifested you back the first time, bitch, I could get you back a second time. So anyway, I know I was told, because after the break I'm told, like, you know, but you have to understand, the idea of having kids versus the reality of kids are 2 different things, and it's really not something I want. I tried, and it's not something I want. I'm gonna respect that. I respect that. But finding the love that we had is really hard. There's so many people out there, and to find that connection is really hard. Believe me, I've dated, I've gone out, and it's really hard to find that connection. So that's why I'm upset, and I don't want to let this relationship go. But then I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to invest now, manifest this person back, envision the whole new living in the end, everything for somebody who pushed me out of their life and who really doesn't want me in their life right now? Because, you know, so should I sit there? Because I know if I can manifest and I put as much thought and energy into it, I could definitely get this person back, especially when I know the love is there, or manifest somebody new. But I really don't want somebody new. I want this person. I absolutely love and adore this person. That's how I feel now. So it's been almost 2 months that we're not together, and I'm like sitting every day wondering how my SP is and everything like that. I did do my wrong now since we split. I waited a week and contacted my SP because I was thinking about my SP and everything like that. And of course, I'm getting a cold shoulder. Doesn't seem to care at this point. So, and didn't want to talk to me. Didn't want to be bothered. So I broke contact after a week, which I shouldn't have done, because if they left me, so if my SP wants me, my SP should chase me. But of course, you know, I got in my head and I didn't want any more time to pass, because I want to see my SP, I want to be my SP, and I want that connection again. And I keep hoping that the universe is going to deliver what I want and things are going to turn out in my favor. But I'm still like upset, and I still have some of the negative thoughts that I'm putting my SP up here and I'm putting myself down here. I need to be at a point where I'm here, that we're on the same level, that my SP can gravitate towards me. So broke freaking contact, which I shouldn't have done. So I ended up contacting again after 21 days. After the first week, then I did it again. I started blank, another 21 days passed, and contacted and tried talking and all this stuff, and I'm getting told, you know, it's not going to work out, just this and that, and got a whole paragraph sent to me, and there was a bunch of extra shit that was thrown into the paragraph that I think just to make it easier for my SP, that had nothing to do with like certain friends that I bother with, and people who are in my life that like me and want to be with me, that I still talk to, and they're only friends. I told those people, if I can't, we're not going to be together. So if you want me in your life, we have to be friends, and that's it. 'Cause it takes two to tango. You don't need to have that insecurity. I'm showing you how much I love you, how much I want to be with you. You don't give a shit about a friend of mine that has feelings for me. They respect my feelings. I don't want to be with you, and that's it. They're not going to be with me. So they're throwing in that extra bullshit when my SP is friends with someone that they had intimacy with, okay, and they're friends with that person. I'm not telling you push that person out of your life. Why are you friends with so and so? I don't fucking care, because I know how great I am. I have no jealousy issues. You could be hanging out with like the hottest of bitches. I know I have the looks, I have the smarts, I have everything. So you want to go out and cheat, you're gonna cheat with me telling you not to see that person, or with me just letting it go, because either way a situation's gonna happen. Someone's gonna cheat. They're gonna cheat if you're gonna freaking keep them locked in the room, or if you're gonna let them go, because someone wants to do something, they're gonna do it. So that's how I'm feeling right now. So anyway, so after the 21 day, and you're not supposed to, okay, I made myself look pathetic, because I'm contacting and talking, and I get this whole paragraph, and I get so upset, and I call, and my SP's not answering the phone, and so I'm like, you're not answering the phone, I'm gonna fucking come right there. I don't care, it's 11 o'clock at night. No, don't come here, I got a meeting in the morning, don't come. My ass flew to fucking Staten Island, okay, 11 o'clock at night, just to try to make it work, because I didn't like what was being said in that whole paragraph that was sent to me, and I believe in love, and I go fight for what I want. And I flew there, and when I got there, I was like, I told you not to come here. I'm like, okay, then I'm just gonna leave. I needed to see you, but if you really don't want to talk to me, I'm not gonna force myself to be in your house. I'll just fucking leave. So as I was leaving, I get told, well, you know, now that you're here, you know, come in, talk to me. Oh, okay. Now that I'm here, come in. Stated my argument again, and it got me fucking nowhere, okay? Nowhere. What did I do? I chased when you're not supposed to chase, okay? I know better. Teaching relationships and talking about relationships, like, and everything like that. They go through 5 stages, okay? You're supposed to leave them alone, because the more you chase, the more you push them away, and you make them see that you're crazy, and that you have no self-love. You're not a confident person. You're showing them that you're pathetic. I did all of that when I'm the first one to preach, don't do that, okay? Don't chase after anybody, because they know you love them. When they broke up with you, you gave them that fight, okay? You told them, I don't want this to end, so they know that you want to be with them, so the ball is in their court, okay? That is it. But that's when you're rational. You don't have all these crazy emotions flying through you, okay? I'm human, so I know all of that, okay? And I made myself look like a pathetic asshole. So now it's been almost 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. I haven't contacted my SP, and I'm not going to, because at this point I made myself look like a fucking ass, which is not me. I never chase anybody, but it's been years that I felt this way, and I'm like, I love this person, and I know this person loves me, and if I put work into it, circumstances always change. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. But I should have just let it be and let this person miss me, instead of just getting into their healing process and have this person come to me and I threw a monkey wrench into that. So now the process is going to even take longer if I decide that I want to manifest my SP back. Because I know circumstances change, and my SP, if I put in the living in the end, fulfilling it, embodying it like I do everything else in my life. I embodied business, I embodied the IVF process, I got all of it. I know if I embody this and I feel it, things are going to change. I could see my SP spending time with my children, loving my children, laughing with my children, spending the weekends with my children. I could see it. It can happen because my kids are damn lovable. Everybody who's around them loves them. But those are people who know that they're, you know, the typical 2 and 4 year olds, which my SP has 100 nieces and nephews. You've seen the 2 and 4 year olds. You know how they act. You know they're going to grow out of it. I just feel my SP is just scared, and that this is just going to put a damper on hinder, not really damper, hinder my SP's life a little bit. Like, oh man, now if I do this, I can't spend weekends golfing, and I can't spend, you know, going out, my friends coming and going. It's not going to happen. If you want to go and do things, I'm not going to have you sit home. Trust me, I'm not like that. So I need to see where I'm going with my SP. If I want to do Neville, if I want to sit there and envision everything, live in the end, do all my affirmations, do all my stuff to envision my SP. But I'm at a bit of a crossroad because I want my SP to love my children naturally, not with me having to put all this work into it to change the person, you know? But we'll see what's going to happen. And this video is really long, and I'm going to cut it right now. And sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place, but I just wanted to get my SP story out because everybody goes through this too. And a lot of people have emotions, and they live in their head, and they have this negativity that's making the opposite of what they want come out. And unfortunately, I did that. And I do have the power to change it. I know I do, because I am amazing. I am one with God. I am the universe, and I could have what I want. I just need to get out of my head and not let what the 3D is showing me rule my reality. Because I know if I manifest, my SP is coming back full force. It's gonna love these children like the most amazing thing that has walked this earth, okay? And be like, oh my God, I was so fucking stupid. What was I thinking? Watch. But that's if I put the effort into it. I manifested my SP back once. I can manifest it again. So we'll see. But thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.